In this lecture, you're going to learn about ngIf directive in Angular. Now, this ngIf directive is another built-in directive of Angular, and ngIf is a structural directive. That means ngIf manipulates the DOM by adding or removing elements from the DOM. The ngIf directive is used to add or remove elements from a web page based on a given condition. So to this ngIf directive, we assign a TypeScript expression which returns a Boolean value true or false. If the condition returns true, then ngIf will add the element on which we have used it to the web page. Otherwise, if the condition returns false, then ngIf will remove that element from the web page. Let's understand ngIf with an example. In this web page, we have a search box, and whatever the user types inside this search box, that is being displayed here. So we are displaying a message you searched for, and whatever value the user has typed inside this search box. Now, this message is also being displayed when the user is not typing anything in the text box. That means when the text box is empty. Now, what we want is, we don't want to display this message in the web page if this text box is empty. That means if the user has not typed anything inside this search text box. This message should only be displayed when the user has entered something in this text box. Okay. Also, when this page initially loads, you will notice that this text box is pre-populated with this value mobile. That's because we are displaying this text box using this input element. So inside this search component.html, we have this input element. And on this input element, we have used two-way data binding. So here we are binding this ng model to this search value property. And if I go to search component class, you will notice that this search value property is assigned with this value mobile. And that's why when this web page initially loads, it is pre-populated with this value mobile. Now here, let's go ahead and let's change this to empty string. So now the initial value of this search value property is empty string. So now when this web page loads, this text box should be empty. And here you can see the message says you searched for and then the empty string, because the value of the search value property is empty string. And that's what we are rendering here. We are rendering the value of search value property here within these quotes, as you can see here. Okay. And this message which you see here, this message is being displayed by this span element. So inside this span element, we are displaying this text you searched for and whatever the value we have assigned to this search value property. Now, this span element should only be displayed in the web page when this search value property is not empty string. Okay, when it is empty string, in that case, we don't want to add this span element to the web page. So here, we want to add this span element to the web page conditionally. Okay, if the value of the search value property is not equal to empty string, then we want to add this span element to the web page. But if the value of this search value property is empty string, then we don't want to add this span element to the web page. And for this, we can make use of ngIf directive. And since this ngIf is a structural directive, we need to use an asterisk before this ngIf. Now to this, we need to assign a TypeScript expression which will return a Boolean value true or false. So here, let's say the condition is, if the value of this search value property, if it is not equal to empty string, then we want to display this span element in the web page. Okay, but if the value of the search value property is empty string, then we don't want to display this span element in the web page. That means if this condition returns true, this ngIf will add this span element in the web page. But if this condition returns false, in that case, this ngIf will remove this element from the web page. Okay, let's see that. Let's save the changes. Let's go to the web page. And you will notice that currently it is not displaying that message you searched for. Okay, that's because currently the value of this search value property is empty string, because that's what we have set in the search component class. Right. Now, if I enter something here in this text box, let's say iPhone, you will notice that as soon as I type something inside this text box, it is displaying this message you searched for and whatever value we have searched here inside this text box. So here iPhone. That's because whatever we will type inside this text box, that will get assigned to this search value property, because on this input element we have used two-way data binding, right? So whatever value we will enter inside this text box, that will get assigned to this search value property. And when that value get assigned to this search value property, in that case this search value property is not equal to empty string. That means this condition will return true, and this span element will be added to the web page. Okay, let's go back to web page. Now if I clear this text box, you will notice that that message has been removed from the web page. That's because as soon as this text box becomes empty, again empty string will be assigned to this search value property. And as soon as it gets assigned with this empty string, this condition will return false, and this ngIf directive will remove this span element from the web page. Okay, I hope it makes sense here. So using ngIf directive, we can add or remove element from a web page based on a condition. If the condition returns true, then ngIf will add the element to the web page on which we have used it. But if the condition returns false, then ngIf will remove the element from the web page on which we have used it. And this is the use of ngIf directive in Angular. It adds or removes element from a web page based on a given condition. Let's understand ngIf with another example. So now what we want is, in this web page, we have a list of products. Now some of the products are available and some of them are not available. So the products which are not available, for those products, we don't want to display this buy now button. Okay. This buy now button should only be displayed for the available products and not for unavailable products. So basically, we want to remove this buy now button and this buy now button from the web page. Let's see how to do that. Let's go back to VS Code. Let's close this search component and let's open products component. And let's go to products component.html file. So inside this HTML, here we are displaying the show details button, and here we are displaying the buy now button. Now this buy now button should only be displayed for available products. It should not be displayed for unavailable products. So on this button element, let's use ngIf. And since this ngIf is a structural directive, we also need to use an asterisk before it. Okay, and now let's specify a condition based on which this ngIf will add or remove this button element from the web page. So the condition here will be, for each iteration inside this p variable, we are going to receive the product object, and that product object will have an available property. So the value of this available property will be either available or not available. Now we want to display this button in the web page if the value of this available property, if it is equal to available. But if the value of this available property is not equal to available, in that case we don't want to display this button element in the web page. Okay, so here if this condition returns true, this button element will be displayed in the web page. But if this condition returns false, in that case this button element will not be displayed in the web page. Let's save the changes. Let's go back to the web page. And now you will notice that this buy now button is only being displayed for the available products. It is not being displayed for unavailable products. Okay. So here this ngIf directive removed this button element from the web page when this condition returned false. And it added this button element to the web page when this condition returned true. Okay, so based on a given condition, the ngIf directive will either add an element to the web page or it will remove that element from the web page. Now with this ngIf, you can also use else part. So let's see how to do that. Now let's say for all the available products, we want to display this buy now button. But for all the unavailable products, we want to display a button with the message notify me. That means whenever the product is available, this website will notify the user that the product is now available. For that, he has to click on the notify me button. Okay, so now For the unavailable products, we want to display notify me button instead of buy now button. For that, let's go to the VS Code, and here let's first create a template. And to create a template, we can make use of ng template directive. Okay, and inside this ng template, we can write the HTML which we want to display when this condition, the condition which we have assigned to ngIf, returns false. Okay, so here we simply want to display a button. Let's copy this button element. Let's paste it inside this ng template. And here let's change this bootstrap class from button success to button danger. Okay, and instead of show details, let's say notify me. All right, so what we want is we want to display this buy now button for all the available products. So for all the available products, this condition will return true, and this buy now button will be displayed for that available product. But if the product is not available, in that case, this button will not be displayed because this condition here will return false. So when this condition returns false, we want to display this button in the web page. Okay, for that, here we can use a semicolon after the condition, and then we can use else. Now to this else, we need to specify a name, the name for the template which we want to display in the web page. And here we want to display this template. So the HTML content which we have inside this template, we want to display that HTML in the web page. For that, we need to provide a name for this template. And for that, first we need to use pound sign, and then we can specify a name for this template. Let's call it notify me. And now let's copy this template name and let's specify it for this else part. With this, let's save the changes. Let's go to the web page. And now you will notice that for all the available products, it is displaying buy now button. But for all the unavailable products, it is displaying notify me button. Okay, so in this way, we can also use this else part for this ngIf. When we use else, first we need to create a template. Inside that template, we write the HTML which we want to display in the web page when the condition which we have specified for ngIf returns false. Okay, and then we specify a name for that template, and then we use that name for this else part. Okay, like we are doing here. I hope it all makes sense. So this is all about ngIf directive in Angular. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.